Hi, my name is Jared and this is Horror October. Today, I am recommending a movie close to my heart that, just like yesterday's movie, Vampires, is cheesier than some people can tolerate, but I still think is an excellent movie. Today's recommendation is Resident Evil 2002, the original Resident Evil live-action movie, directed by Paul W.S. Anderson. Just to be clear, he is the director of Mortal Kombat and Event Horizon, not Paul Thomas Anderson, the director of There Will Be Blood, Punch Drunk Love, and Boogie Nights. So, a mildly different filmography in terms of quality. Despite this, Resident Evil 2002 is actually an incredibly fun film and possibly the best video game movie ever. I have a 20-minute video on House of the Dead, arguably the worst video game movie ever, and while Silent Hill and Sonic are both excellent movies, Resident Evil perfectly executes what it is going for. But what is this movie going for? If you are unaware, Resident Evil is a horror survival video game series where you play as either Chris Redfield or Jill Valentine, members of an elite task force named STARS. You investigate Raccoon City, but get trapped in a mansion infested with zombies and some even more sinister monsters. Resident Evil created an atmosphere of claustrophobia and dread, and you are forced to survive with limited ammunition and resources, having to be very careful which zombies you shoot, in complete contrast to something like Doom, where you're just blasting away at demons the entire game. The Resident Evil movie takes a similar but different approach, instead following Alice, who wakes up with no memory of what happened to her, and slowly regaining her memory as the movie moves along. The elite task force is still present, and their mission is to go deep underground to shut down an artificial intelligence computer which has gone haywire for unclear reasons. The movie captures the sense of claustrophobia and dread extremely well, since the characters rapidly realize they are trapped underground, though their ammunition is much more well-stocked than the video game. Paul W.S. Anderson correctly identified most audience members would rather watch an action horror movie than a darkly lit, slow-paced zombie survival movie, though I think sticking to the original concept would have made a decent movie as well. The result was staggering commercial success, and though the first movie only made about $70 million, the movie spawned a franchise which has pushed to be the highest grossing horror franchise of all time throughout its run. The original is still the best, however, and the further you get into the rest of the franchise, the more you appreciate the simplicity of the original. Mila Jovovich is brilliant and gorgeous, as always, and I'll always have a soft spot for her performance in Dazed and Confused. Michelle Rodriguez co-stars in an early role for her, 1 year removed from her breakout performance in The Fast and the Furious, and is her usual stoic, battle-hardened, wisecracking self. Overall, Resident Evil is an extremely fun zombie flick that keeps you entertained the whole way through, with enough twists and turns to keep the plot feeling fresh despite the overall simplicity. Alright, that wraps up recommendation number 8 for Horror October, and check back in tomorrow for a slow burn, extremely disturbing movie about the hunter becoming the hunted.